Okay. Hey Lee, welcome. Okay. I had everything all set up and then OBS crashed on me and I was trying to figure out why, and it's because I was testing out something for somebody and forgot that I left it enabled in OBS, so it works fine for about 3 minutes and then OBS crashes. So great. So I can't recommend this thing to him yet. Luckily I caught that before I was well into the stream. Even though I have all the stuff I was testing in a different scene, apparently it's still loading into memory and causing OBS to crash. Great. Great, so hopefully it doesn't do that randomly in this. I didn't uninstall the plugin, but I got rid of all the filters that it was in, so hopefully that doesn't crash the stream, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's hop into Crimson Diamond here. So Crimson Diamond, part 3, 2.5 hours in, 1 death so far. We are in chapter 2 of this now. So that's chapter 1 was kind of like the first in-game day, and now we're on day 2. So day 1 was essentially the introduction, and then the first evening where you're kind of introduced to all the characters in the building. And essentially it sounds like the main plot, I guess, for this is that there is an inheritance dispute, and the dude who runs the lodge where the diamonds are found kind of has full claim on it, but then his older sister wants quote unquote her fair share of all the diamonds, which is probably all of them. So she brought her lawyer along with her, and it sounds like there's affairs going on between the guy taking care of the house and the owner's lady. So lots of intrigue afoot here in Crimson Diamond. So let's get to it. I wasn't able to, or the game didn't let you leave the building in chapter 1. So now I'm assuming I have full range of the area around the inn here, now that it's daytime. Nothing there interesting at this door. In. Alright, so here's our girl Margot. Talk to Margot. How you doing today, Margot? I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, mademoiselle. My body aches a little. I'm coming down with something, perhaps. I hope you're feeling better soon. Merci. Alright. Good talk. Interesting. I can't remember if I left this closet open last time I was here. I don't know if the various states of the game change as the days progress. Okay, so we're on the second floor, which is on the right side. I think at this point in the game, we were told by... Yes. We were told when we arrived at the inn here that we weren't allowed to actually be in the area, and that the next morning we would essentially have to turn around and leave and get back on the train and go back to the big city. So I hear voices near this doorway. I wonder what they're talking about. Listen. Voices are too soft to hear clearly through the door. Use cup. Listen with cup. With the help of the drinking glass, you can hear conversation behind Albert's bedroom door. Because I get the feeling that maybe your government doesn't want diamonds to be found in Canada. Market competition A. Alright, A count 3 officially so far. So why don't you just get on the train back to Tirana this morning, enjoy the city, and write your report from the comfort of Ritzy Hotel. My treat. What do you say? Mr. Richards, I'm appalled at your suggestion. Your man Jack will bring me back to the lodge. Else you can expect a visit from the authorities. Fine, but I doubt your bosses will care if your visit is less than hospitable. Hey, Chops. I got my eye on you, Albert. Oh, nice. Alright, hold on. I gotta text somebody. Nice. I got my eye on you, Albert. You hear heavy steps coming towards you. Thinking quickly, you hurry back to your room as quietly as you can. Ooh, that was a close one. I think they've both gone downstairs by now. Well, as long as she's not standing right outside the door, I don't see why it's that big of an issue that she would be nearby. But alright. Okay, so it sounds like the plot thickens that the innkeeper wants the official government mineralogist guy to forge his report about the diamonds in the region. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe it's so that he could keep them like illicitly himself and cut his sister out of the arrangement. I don't know. I don't know what his motives are at this point. So I think just walking nearby to any of the doorways is probably going to be good enough to... Yeah, there we go. Corvus and Nessa can probably tell you are loading outside the door. They stopped talking. Listen. Okay. What if we close the door? We're gonna close the door. I hear voices near this doorway. Alright. Listen with Cup. This is so stupid. That, like, I'm sorry, but okay. Okay, sure. Evan spends most of his time in the study. It's almost impossible for me to look for the will. I'm sure it'll be in there, if it exists at all, of course. Evan is such a lazy good-for-nothing. Odds are he never wrote one. And he won't get to. I think Evan will have his hands full soon enough. Then I'll get the chance to search the study. Indeed, and I'll get started on Plan B. Nessa and Corvus seem to have finished the conversation. Alright. Okay, so still just her chilling up here. Okay. So yeah, I think like just moving nearby doorways is going to be enough for seeing if there's a plot thing happening there. Which is nice. Because in Laura Bow, it felt like a plot thing could happen anywhere. Ah, it's so lovely out here. You've never seen such a sight. The lush green land spreads out in all directions, rambling up and down the gentle hills. You can hear a swift river nearby and bird calls. The air seems fresh and new. Alright, does this mean we're actually going to have music for a lot of the game now? Because that would be great. If the majority of this game wasn't in silence. Oh, okay. Only music outside, I guess. Kitchen, study. I guess the dining room's probably where we want to go. But gotta check the doors. Nothing there. Nothing there. It's the billiards room. Ah, Nancy, you ready to go now? Yes, I think so. You and Kimi follow the dirt path to the carriage house. You find yourself falling behind as you marvel at your surroundings. It's the first time you're seeing the grounds of the lodge in daylight. You're surrounded by greens of every shade. The trees are taller than most buildings back home. They stand densely in countless numbers as far as your eye can see, swaying slightly in the breeze. As you near the carriage house, you can hear the distant roar of a waterfall. The land feels alive. There you are. Come on now, we gotta make this train. Wait, the mineralogist is coming with us too? Oh. Right, let's go. Jack drives you and Kimi back to the train station. The car ride seems a lot shorter this time, maybe because you can see your surroundings. Is this just roll credits, story over? Wait here, I'm going to check the telegraph machine in the station. You wait in silence. Early morning in the deserted town is so quiet it nearly makes your ears ring. Did you just hear Jack gasp? Jack's taking quite a long time in there. I'm going to go check on him. Whoa, hey, I told you to wait outside. Do you have a knife? Jack looks agitated. He stuffs a strip of telegraph paper tape into his pocket. What's wrong, Jack? We're going back to the lodge. Bridge is out. Don't know how long. Oh dear! Oh, by the way, any of you folk know someone named Carl? Okay, so there was a cutscene of a bridge exploding. Okay, so that makes sense now. So somebody sabotaged the bridge. Sure. No? Never mind. Why do you ask, Jack? Telegraph in the station forum. It was printed off on the machine after my message, so I cut it and pinned it to the board inside. That's how messages get passed on to people in this area. It's a decent system. That seems safe. Alright. Well, I'm gonna send a message to my superiors. Wait here. What happened to the bridge, Jack? An accident. The train can't get to Crimson. Looks like we're stuck with you for now. Jack looks over at Kimi. Looks like you got your wish, eh? But like I said before, leave the cormorants alone. Kimi flushes, but keeps quiet. You stand in tense, awkward silence until Albert reappears in the train station's doorway. I'm ready, let's be off. The journey back to the lodge is so rushed and bumpy, there are times where you're afraid you'll bounce right out of the automobile. It's far too noisy to even attempt conversation. Albert leans back in his seat, impassive. Kimi, who you've come to believe was a kind and quiet sort, looks pretty nervous, and maybe even a little angry. Jack is mostly silent, white-knuckled hands wrapped around the steering wheel. Yeah, that's true. You're just gonna see those birds or else. You realize you don't really know any of these people. I can't let myself be distracted. I have a job to do. When I get back to the lodge, I'm gonna start my field work. It's been a long morning. I'm going to put the kettle to boil if any of you want some tea. You hear Jack mutter something under his breath about needing to see Evan. After I fetch my field kit and change into my field clothes, I'll be commencing my field work. Please do not disturb me. I'm going out to get a breath of fresh air. Wasn't she just in a car? An open car this whole... Alright. Well, I guess I have my work cut out for me. I still wonder what happened with my kid on the train. Well, I certainly can't dwell on that. To obtain samples, I need a few basic tools. Okay. I'm ready to write these down. This is probably a quest. A pick. Something sharp and strong. A hammer. Chip. Samples. Shovel. Streak plate to test the hardness of the minerals I find. Streak plate, huh? Isn't streak plate usually like a piece of glass or something? Something made of porcelain would do the trick. Alright, well that just sounds like a regular ass plate. Porcelain. We'll do the job, I guess. I seem to remember game has auto-saved. I think Jack mentioned that cormorants like to nest on cliff faces. That might be a good place to get a sample. Appreciate it. I think I have two in like maybe a college or high school geology class. I don't know. I should also check on Albert's field work. Maybe I can learn a few things. Ooh, I hope I can finally do a bit of digging. Literally. Okay. So, a pick, hammer, shovel, and streak plate. So the plate... So the kitchen would probably be the logical place to look for plates, and I remember there being... I think plates were up here. I don't know if any of them were porcelain, though. There are no plates in there. Or maybe at the top? Now that I think of it, a dinner plate might work as a streak plate, as long as its bottom is unglazed. I should take one and take a closer look. Alright, get plates. The floral plates are out of your reach, a common problem for someone of your height. I don't really want one of those plates anyways. Alright. That looks like plates. Get plate. Take a plate from the cupboard. I think this plate is porcelain. Maybe I could use it as a streak plate. There we go. Streak plate. Got it. I should take a look at it and see. Examine plates. There are fine scratches on this plate indicating it's been well used. Now that I think of it, the unglazed underside of this porcelain plate would make a great streak plate. Streak plates are used for ascertaining a mineral's streak color, but any minerals harder than a 6.5 or 7 won't make a streak. Okay. I can rub samples on the plate to see their color. Your streak plate has a Mohs hardness of 6.5. This is getting way more geology than I signed up for here. But alright. Okay. The Mohs hardness of 6.5 will probably be important at some point. Otherwise the game probably wouldn't have told you that. Okay, so we got that. So we still need a pick, a hammer, and a shovel. Yeah, we're doing science whether we want to or not now, I guess. So we have a glass. So we have a mug and a glass. We have some peanut M&Ms. Tape. This is soot. This is a like makeup kit essentially. We have our cool blossom hat. Okay, so there was a room that had a whole bunch of like shovels and stuff. So I think if we were going to get a shovel, it would be in the shovel room. So let's go there, I guess. And that should be this room. Alright, that looks like a shovel to me. It's got a Mohs rating of D's. Got him. This shovel may be useful, but it's way too big and heavy for me to carry around. Maybe I can find something smaller that will suit my purposes. Well, there is a saw on the wall right there. Can we just saw off most of the shovel? Cut shovel with saw. Saw shovel. Use saw. Okay, so no. No. So hammer and pick. We'll just get hammer work. Is there a hammer in here? Either that isn't here, or you see no need for that. Okay. And a pick. Like, I know in the billiards room here, like maybe one of these cues could be used for something. I don't know. It feels like there's probably a utility shed outside that I should be looking through. Because if there wasn't a pick hammer or proper shovel in that other room, then I'm not sure where else it would realistically be. Okay, so we don't really have a map of this area. Okay, so here's our boy. You reach the western limit of the property. To the north, you can see the carriage house. The roar of rushing water to the south. East leads deeper into the woods. There's a huge boulder here. Albert is here. Albert is doing rock stuff here. Albert is studiously examining the glacial erratic. He has his kit beside him. Look at kits. Albert Respa's field kit lies open on the ground. You miss your field kit so much. Take kit. It's mine now. Albert's a little peeved at me already. I shouldn't antagonize him any longer. We just want to borrow his stuff. Maybe if I ask him nicely, he'll let me borrow his tools. Talk to Albert. Good morning, Mr. Respa. How are you today? I'm very busy, Miss Maple. Miss Maple, I'm very busy. As you can see, the field work must be comprehensively performed. Well, maybe that boulder isn't a good place to start. It looks to be a glacial erratic and... Excuse me, young lady, are you trying to tell me my business? How amusing. Run along then. Maybe you can help Jack in the kitchen. Alright. Can I really just want to take his toolkit now. Ask about kit. Wow, Miss Barespa, that's some field kit you got there. May I borrow a pick from you? Certainly not. You would only damage these fine instruments. I won't be getting a pick this way. I'm sure I can find one for myself. Alright. Okay, so in the garage here, this is this is very the more I see of this game, the more lower bow one it is. Like this would be not out of place in lower bow 1. You open the carriage house door. Yeah, especially with like lower bow did the same thing here, where it would keep the background and just make the facing walls mostly transparent. Because like a lot of other games would yeah, this one's close, right? This one is like the there was a building that had multiple rowboats in it, I think, in the Colonel's Bequest. I think there's a body in one of the rowboats. And this screen reminds me very much of that. Oh, okay. Look. It appears that the carriage house was once used as a stable. The stall is empty, but there are some old hay bales being stored on the upper level. North leads to a gazebo, east of the lodge, south to the river. So can I open this gate? Yeah, that building right there. You don't need to open the stall. That doesn't seem to work. Okay. Look at the car. You see a REO touring car. You spent more hours than you'd like in that automobile. You got sore just looking at it. So I don't know if this car would have like a toolkit or something that I could ransack here for my own geology business. You climb the ladder. Oh, is this a death? Alright, get hay. Hay is for horses. Okay. Alright, you got me. You got me. I got hit with the boomer equivalent of a D's nuts. Alright. Examine hay. That would not benefit from closer inspection. Even a city girl such as yourself can tell that these hay bales are old and dusty. It seems there hasn't been much need for them in a long time. Alright, can I fall off of here? Is there a death in this room? It didn't autosave, so usually if there's danger so far in this game, there's an autosave. And it didn't autosave, so I think I'm good being risky here. Okay. I'm gonna lay down a manual save just in case, though. Alright, so this got a gazebo here. Also in Lorbo. The similarities continue. There's a huge gazebo here. Maybe it's a bandstand? It's built close enough to the lodge to be convenient, and far enough away not to disturb guests in their rooms with sounds of revelry. The lodge is to the east, and the carriage house to the south. Alright. We got a little chair out here. This is the west side of the house. A cobblestone path leads west to a gazebo. South of here is the front section of the lodge. North is dense forest. Okay, so this goes to... It's the billiards room, and then this is the study. Open the door of the study. Alright, there's our boy. He's just chilling in here. Evan Richards' well-appointed study. Next to the ornately carved fireplace, there's a fine tapestry depicting a forest scene. Display cabinet beside the fireplace, fancy desk, brass fittings, surmise the rooms once used by Evan's father. Doesn't seem to be his taste. Door to the west outside, east in there. Evan's here, Jack is here. So there is a... Oh, I probably... So there's a little shovel here. Give me that shovel. A shovel is needed for proper care and maintenance of the fireplace. Well, holy shit, Maple. She doesn't want the big shovel because it's too big. She doesn't want this one because it'll inconvenience somebody. Like, girl. Please. Girl, we're having a private conversation here. Please leave us be. Alright. Please, have your private conversation. I'll just be definitely not on the other side of this door with a glass. Listen. Glass. With the help of the drinking glass, you can hear conversation behind the study door. So it's a problem. Could things get any worse? Who could have done it? Who could have been capable? No. Burn the tape. Tell no one. Keep an eye out. You got it. Wait a little longer, anxious for more details, straining to hear more of the conversation. What could Jack learn from the telegraph tape? You're so deep in thought that you fail to hear the footsteps approaching the door. Hey, what do you think you're doing loitering outside doorways? Get. Eek, sorry. Alright. Well, that could have gone worse, I guess. Yeah, and then he's just chilling in here again. So pick, hammer, and shovel still. Things that we're looking for. Maybe I can take the shovel now. Get shovel. Okay, alright, well that didn't work. So a pick. My thought is maybe these pens would work as a pick, but I don't think if you hit the pen with the hammer, I don't think that's going to go well for the pen, as sturdy as they might be, but maybe. Pens look so lovely as a set, be ashamed to separate them. So I tried this last time. Get both pens. You think you're clever, A? Well, you can't have the pens. Alright, that A doesn't count because we've already seen that one. Not sure what this is next to the door here. If it's like a rasp or something. I don't know. Pick, hammer, and shovel. Like, I suppose just a rock could be a hammer in a pinch, right? But I'm not sure. No. This statue? Bronze figure, conspicuous and oddly shaped lump in your pocket. It looks very heavy. Well, that would make a great hammer. Just saying, Maple. Put it in a purse or something. So there's the thing with the boots and the sizes of the boots, but I don't think that's really come into play just yet. So I think I just need to do more exploring outside. Okay, so what's over here? Ah, haha, okay. Apple orchard. Looked like it's in the process of being harvested. Ripe red apples hang on the trees and litter the ground beneath them. You see a bushel and a tree stump with an axe buried in it. You can see the garden shed in the distance to the north. The west leads back to the house. South leads to the smokehouse. All right. Can I just take this axe? Don't get any funny ideas, Nancy. Besides, you doubt you could pull it out. Really? Okay. We just get an apple. These look like those very tart apples that hurt my teeth. Good for pies, but not for eating. Alright. This is a King's Quest ass garden, if I've ever seen one. Okay, and then there's also a little cellar over there. There's a garden shed here, as well as a well-tended vegetable patch and a water pump. Bird amenities include a bird bath, bird feeder, and bird house. Well, why isn't Kimi over here then? This is clearly where the bird business happens. North is an impassable wall of dense forest and bush. East is an impassable wall of dense forest and bush. When you look west, you can see the lodge. When you look south, you see the orchard. Alright. Look, veggies. Oh. Jack has a green thumb, and no mistake. Alright. Don't ask me to identify most of these plants. Most of these veggies. Like, I think this is some sort of melon. Melons over here on the right. And then carrots, maybe? Hey, Jeff. Yeah, this isn't actually a Sierra game. This is a Sierra-like, I guess. Those... That appears to be lettuce and probably tomatoes. No idea what those are, though. I'm not a vegetableologist. Alright, so let's see what's in the shed here. There better be a hammer, a pick, and a shovel in here. That appears to be a shovel, but that's also a really big shovel. There's a trowel over here, though. The garden trowel is hanging by a nail that is nailed into the shelf. Get trowel. Terrific! Now I can dig the riverbank for specimens. Cool. Okay. So we have a shovel. Got it. Okay, so now we just need a pick and a hammer. Interior of the shed is clean and well organized. There's a table and a stool. A shelf at the back holds various garden tending tools. A length of rope hangs from a nail on the wall. Get rope. Mine now. You take the rope. Alright. We're just stealing everything now. So we got a bunch of water cans. What's on the middle shelf? I can't really tell. Some pots and a bucket on the bottom. I don't know what that purple thing is in the center next to the shovel. The game makes a big deal about the nails. So the trowel was hanging on a nail, and then the rope is hanging on a nail. So can we get nail? Either that isn't here, or you see nor need. All right. So the description made a big deal about the nail, but apparently not important. Okay, so we pump water. So there's probably a mechanic for that at some point. Let me examine the trowel just for completion's sake. Close examination reveals the cutting edge has chunks taken out of it. You're a little surprised at this, but the area is known for garnet mines after all. True. My problems are all Canadians at this point. Okay. So we got another shed here. This is the smokehouse. The smokehouse is small, but looks like it gets the job done. A grate close to the ceiling is blackened by wood smoke. You can see the orchard to the north, forest to the west, river to the south. I wonder what's in this bag. An array of smoked meat and fish are hanging to dry and cure. A work table with a deeply scratched work surface is against one wall. You see a big bag of salt, a barrel, and a large pot. Get salt. The bag of rock salt is folded closed. What? This is... Okay, I guess that's just a shadow from like the lip of the bag overhanging. Open bag. You open the bag of rock salt. Okay. Get salt. You scoop up a handful of rock salt. Alright. And she's just dumping it into her pocket. Alright. So she's alright, hold on. So she's got a bunch of soot in her pocket right now. And now she's also got a bunch of rock salt and some peanut M&M. Like, so she was making a big deal about, like, I'm not going to take this statue with me because it would be weird to carry around. And yet she's got all this shit in her pockets. Like, okay, Maple. Okay, Maple. I should look at that barrel. Oh, that's neat. So you can see if there's anything hidden behind there. Look at barrel. Looks like it might be a pickle barrel or a barrel for salted meat. I never realized until I started like looking a lot more culinary stuff recently how easy it is to make your own pickles. Like you just need a jar, some cucumbers, and a brine. And then you can DIY some pickles. Ooh, I better be careful and not stray too close to the raging river. That sounds like a death. Alright. Don't go chasing what? You should stick to the slow, safe rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Alright, Rip Maple. We found death number 2. So that one... that one did not autosave before this. So... This is making me rethink how deaths work in this and how Dead Man Walking might work in this. Huh. But maybe I should be putting down manual saves a little bit more often. Though this, to be fair, this does give you multiple warning text boxes before you do something dumb. And like this tree to the right kind of looks a little suspicious. Roaring waterfall flows speedily off the escarpment. There are mossy rocks by the water that look pretty slippery. Far off to the north is the smokehouse. West leads to the jetty. Alright. So we got ourselves a good old-fashioned adventure game log, and there's something shiny sticking out of the right side of the log. There's a jetty here overlooking the rushing river. Cattails line the riverbed, and there's a rotting log lying on its side. A dirt path leads north into the forest, west leads to the bridge, and east to the waterfall. Look at log. The rotten log is well on its way to returning to the earth. It's covered in moss and is starting to cave in. Pickled onions, huh? Yeah, there is some... I was watching some cooking thing recently, and something unusual was pickled for... It might have been for a burger. I don't think it was an onion. And it certainly wasn't just a regular-ass pickled cucumber. I forget what it is, though. Look in log. Rotten log is full of moss and gross bugs. And a little metal whistle. Okay. Is it... So the metal whistle is inside of a rotting log filled with bugs. I don't think I'd want to be putting that in my mouth anytime soon, but you take the duck call for the rotten log. All right. Blow whistle. Is she gonna say anything about this whistle being a bad idea? Oh my god. Maple, no. You put the duck call to your lips and blow. Maple, no, girl. Have you had all your shots? Alright. So we have a... Alright, examine whistle. Is this thing just covered in... The words F.A. Allen, Monmouth, Illinois are stamped into the duck call. This is a metal reed duck call with a carved wooden case. Okay. Alright, maybe our bird friend will appreciate the duck call. Yeah, I think I just want to keep heading this way. Like the cattail, like get cattail. Can I do that? You'd never pull a cattail. Well, this is an adventure game. I might need one. Look under jetty. You don't see anything noteworthy. Okay. All right. Had to make sure. Can we move the log? Pull log. Push log. Move log. No. Okay. All right. I did my due diligence here. There's a large wooden bridge here with either leads south off of the property or north towards the lodge. Cattails line the riverbed. You can see the boathouse to the west and a jetty to the east. Boathouse. Okay. So there's a carriage house and then also a boathouse. Is this bridge sturdy? This bridge is sturdy enough to support the weight of an automobile. You passed over it to get out of the lodge. All right, then. That would be my concern as an adventure game veteran here of, is this bridge going to collapse the moment the player steps on it? And it looks like the answer is probably no. All right, so we got a boathouse here. There's a boathouse and a dock here. A canoe bobs up and down with the river current. Cattails line the riverbed. You can see the cliff looming to the west, forest to the north, and bridge to the east. So there's a cliff on the screen to the left of here. Yeah, that's true. King's Quest 2 had that bullshit in it. Oh boy. What a weird restriction on that. Interior of the boathouse smells damp, which is no surprise. Canoes and oars are stored here. You see a tackle box. Okay. You don't have that. Oh, okay. Look at tackle box. Tackle box looks dusty, much like everything else in the boathouse. You open the dusty, grimy tackle box. The tackle box is empty except for a hammer. There we go. Get hammer. You take the hammer. It's a small hammer. This would be perfect for helping you get rock specimens. Look at that. So all we need at this point then is a pick. Yep. Well, how else are you going to give those fish the business? I seem to recall when I went fishing with the relatives way back when. It's been a long time. I'm pretty sure there was a hammer on the boat, and it was for dealing with unruly fishes. I think my grandpa did that. Like, bro, please. All right, so there's a canoe here. This is probably a death. I'll save here. So we're gonna get in our canoe without a paddle, and I'm pretty sure you'd rather not climb in the canoe that is docked in a fast-moving river. Okay. All right. So my instinct was that this would just be a death. Can we untie canoe and just let it loose? Sorry, you can't do that. Free the canoe. Canoe appears to be made of animal hide. The river's current may be strong, but the canoe looks up for the task. Examine canoe. Not benefit. Okay. I didn't examine the hammer. Okay. All right, so this game does make a distinction between looking at something and examining it. Examining uses the loop magnifier thing. All right, here's our girl Kimi, just checking out these birds here. Don't mind me. A duck! Where? Wait, this is actually a puzzle solution. I was just fucking with her. Okay. I wasn't expecting that to do something. I thought she would just turn around and be like, shh, don't disturb the birds. Oh, God. She came here for the cormorants. She can see ducks anywhere. Like, well, she didn't have to come out to the middle of nowhere to see a duck. God. All right. Open luggage. Kimi could be back at any moment. What if she caught you going through her things? And it's probably locked besides. Look at luggage. It's like Kimi was so anxious to see the cormorants that she brought her suitcase with her to the cliff. Throw suitcase in river. Examine suitcase. Get suitcase. I'm not sure what the point of this screen is. Like maybe maybe I come back here with the pick and like you try and get a sample or something from here and Kimi gets mad at you and you have to drive her off before you're allowed to look for a rock sample here, maybe? I don't immediately see the point of the screen. And I also don't see a pick here. Okay, so there isn't a pick here, so... Look, there's a steep cliff here with a rather scenic waterfall flowing from hidden crevasses. The cliff face hosts a thriving colony of what you assume are double-crested cormorants. They clearly enjoy nesting here. You can see the boathouse east and the carriage house to the north. You can see some shoe prints by the riverbank. Oh, yeah, over here. Look at prints. Look at shoe prints. You can clearly see the shoe prints Kimi left behind when she strayed close to the river while looking for ducks. Ooh, I'm glad she didn't slip on those rocks. I would have felt terrible. Examine shoe prints. Upon closer inspection of Akimi's shoe prints, you conclude that she wears a size 6 or 6.5. Okay, so that's... I guess I'll write that down. This is probably going to be important. Shoe size 6 or 6.5. Sure. Because in the mudroom back in the... I'm not sure if that'll be used for information, but now I know it. Alright. That's a very adventure game. Ooh, I better be careful and not stray too close to the edge of the river. That's also adventure game. Double-crested cormorant is distinctively large with a swan-like neck, webbed feet, and a bright orange beak. Talk to birds. Hello, cormorants. Cormorant sounds. I don't know what sound a cormorant makes. Sorry. Just use your imagination. Waterfall seems to originate from deep in the mountain. The water looks fresh and very chilly, even in the heat of summer. Get water. You don't need this water. It looks dangerous to obtain. I don't know. Just... Okay. Exactly. It sounds like... I have a feeling the pick that I need to get is probably a pick that's in this guy's toolkit. Because it feels like... Western Limits, North Carriage House, Water to the East, East Woods, Huge Boulder, Albert's here. Like, it feels like I probably missed a screen... somewhere. So we're realistically only looking for a pick at this point. So I can't leave yet. I haven't accomplished my goals. All right. So this makes me think that the pick is probably inside of the main house. You're now deeper in the forest. Luckily, there's a path to guide your way. Looking north, you can see the lodge, east of the smokehouse, west of the lodge, south of the jetty. So I was just thinking, so a pick, there's the kind that looks like a hammer, essentially. Has kind of the T thing, and then you do that to pick at stuff. There's also something like an ice pick that is kind of like just a long stabby thing that you can pick at stuff at. And I remember in the kitchen, in the refrigerator, there's an ice block inside the refrigerator. And if there was going to be an ice pick anywhere, it would probably be in the fridge or nearby. Ice block is melted a bit. There's now a puddle on the floor. Oh dear, I guess the ice block is a bit leaky. Look in ice box. Ice block is melted a bit. There's now a puddle on the floor. Is there a pick in here? Get pick. You don't see anything like that right now. Close fridge. Look pick. Don't see that right now. Talk. I forgot this guy's name. Strip of yellow fly paper dangles near the door. So fly paper, Jack. All right, well, we're going to take this fly paper for starters. You drop the old strip of fly paper into the waste paper basket below. Gag. Somewhere or another in Ontario A. That's A number 5, I think, at this point. Black flies swarming thick as anything. There are boxes full of fresh fly paper out in the shed. Discarded flypaper strip is stuck to the inside of the waste paper basket. And no, you don't want it. All right, we found another thing that she won't pick up. She'll pick up literal garbage and soot and other things, but she won't take flypaper. Got it. Talk to Jack. Hey, Jack, you look a little bothered. Anything I can help you with? Never you mind, miss, but if you want to busy yourself, I've been missing my ice pick for at least a week. There we go. Ice pick. I don't need it right now, but it's just been on my mind, you know? Ask about pick. I don't remember where I left it. A shame because I can't chip off bits of ice for drinks. Oh, I just realized out back here there's a cellar over here. But before I go in there, I think I want to get the fly paper. Get fly paper? Pick up the box of fly paper. Okay, there we go. It's ours now. So I'm still not sure what this purple thing is over here, but whatever. Alright, so we got a new box of fly paper with the drawing of an unsettlingly large fly on the front. There's a very small label on the side of the cover. The box feels a bit light. It showed that that text box twice. Sorry, hold on. Look, fly paper. A new box of fly paper. Okay, that's probably a bug. I should probably tell the developer Julia about it. Funny that the bug applies to a fly, an insect thing. Maybe that's on purpose. I don't know. Open flypaper box. You're surprised to discover that the box of flypaper is empty. This looks like a new box. Where's all the flypaper? Interesting. So do we still have the box? We still have the box. Okay. Box of flypaper looks crisp and brand new, but the box is empty. How odd. The label sports a skull and crossbones. Thanks to your loop, you can read, danger, contains arsenic, do not eat. Thank you for the note. Actually, it would be, the best place to put that would be, well, one, you could just send a message to Julia about it on social media, or put it in the channel that I made for this. Okay, so the box contained arsenic. So the fly paper contains arsenic. Interesting. Okay, so we're still on the lookout for the pick. Is this not a cellar? What? There's a door built into the ground, most likely leading to a cellar. An open cellar doesn't do... Okay, it's probably got to be open door when you're standing in front of it. Front section of the lodge, north is forest. Okay. Open door. Cellar door is locked. Okay, well. Very cool. Ask about cellar. Yeah, the root cellar entrance is outside the kitchen. I keep fruits and veg down there. Stuff I jar and bottle too. I keep it locked from habit more than anything else. When the lodge used to be an inn, theft was more of a concern. I'm definitely not going to steal anything that I can down there, so please ask about key to cellar. Sorry, Miss Maple, I don't know anything about... Bro, you're the one who locked the door. Ask about... Let's ask about it again. Root cellar... Ask about pick. So he's chipping blocks of ice for drinks. I'm not sure what the point of this puddle is in front of the fridge. Like why that would be significant. Like maybe that's a clue for somebody's been tampering with the ice, maybe, or left the door open to it for a extended period of time. I'm not sure how that would be indicative of anything. Huh. Hey, Tree. It is going good. Hopefully for you as well. So maybe the ice pick's in here? Is there a pick here? There's no ice pick here, nor do you have any on your person. Damn. I'm not sure where the ice pick would be then. Five and a half. Okay, so we know Kimi wears a 6 or a 6.5. These are Margot's boots, probably, at 5.5. Uh-huh. We've already ascertained that. Why the boot size thing matters at all, I'm not sure. Maybe the ice pick ended up in this storage room at some point. Get ice pick. If that isn't here, you don't need it. Damn. Yeah, I don't see anything in here that would... Like, it feels... Okay, we'll ask about ice pick. What? What? This is a lovely lodge, Mr. Richards, especially this room. My pa did all this, had nothing to do with me. Glad you like it, though. Ask about pick. What? Alright, this guy just... Alright. This is the bathroom. Or no, that's the sitting room. Okay, so back up here again. This is Jack's room. Oh no, this is the geologist's room. Maybe he's got an extra pick in here. I wasn't ever able to search this room because Albert was always in here, and he always got very mad when I was in here. Wardrobe is full of Albert's clothes and shoes. Examine shoes. You can see the small number 12 marked on the inside of the shoes. Okay. So the feet content continues in a Maple mystery right now. We got to know everything about everybody's feet in this game. It's very important. Just like, oh god, what was that game? Oberdin. Oberdin, also a feet game. So put this on the wiki, I guess. Small suitcase. 2 identical large chests at the foot of the bed. Open suitcase. Oh, look, it just locked. Open chest. It's locked. Great. Desk. Desk is a small functional drawers. Albert has put a couple of geology and mineralogy books on the desk. Alright, those are mine now. Get books. Those are Albert's books. He wouldn't appreciate that. Well, Albert is such an asshole that I don't care what he thinks at this point in the game. Alright. I think this is the linen. Oh, it's these two again. Have you seen the ice pick? All right, hold on. We're gonna make ourselves comfortable. Ask about ice pick. I don't care at all about that. What I know about that would probably go over your head. What? That's a very weird answer to a question about an ice pick. All right, bye. Have you seen the ice pick? Maybe she borrowed it for reasons. Ah, Mademoiselle Maple, I wish I knew. Alright. Maybe she does know and she's just hiding it somewhere. Here. So the ice pick's just gotta be in some random ass place. And I'm pretty sure I've talked to everybody who would know where it would be. I think there's a... The poker is made of wrought iron and looks pretty sharp. Is the poker what we need? Is that our pick? The poker might poke through your pocket and puncture your leg. Alright, it would make a pretty sharp and strong pick though. But, okay. Fine. The game's not going to allow that as a solution, huh? Sharp and strong metal object to function as a pick. So we got a mop, a bucket, linen closet. These two trunks were locked last time I was here. There's red and purple paint that are probably used for a puzzle at some point. Not sure at what point though. Don't see anything there. I don't see anything that would possibly be a pick there. Like the most likely place, if the pick were not in the kitchen, it might be in some random drawer, because that's like where you lose anything in a kitchen is just, I put this thing in a random drawer somewhere and then immediately forgot about it. So maybe that's what happened here. I do that all the time. Look in drawer. Drawers are full of all the random bits and bobs one usually finds in kitchen drawers. Examine drawer. Look for pick. You don't see... Yeah, pick. Okay, so if it's not in the drawer, especially with that description of what was in the drawer, all the random bits and bobs that you would find in a kitchen drawer, an ice pick would probably be on that list of things that you would find in a kitchen drawer, but not according to the game here, I guess. Can get the nail. Okay, can't do that. Close cupboard. What about the north cupboard? Top is drinking glasses, bottom has pots and pans. Nothing there. I guess I could look under the fridge. Maybe that's... You don't see anything? Okay. Examine fridge. Open fridge. Ice block melted a bit, puddle on the floor. Leaky. Get ice block. You bash the ice block a few times with the hammer. Alright, that's not the command I put in, but okay. That doesn't seem to be doing the trick. I need something pointier. You close it. Okay. So the game is really adamant about you wanting a pick at this point. So there's really only one other person that we haven't really chatted with yet, and that was the Native American guy. And he seems to be gone. I haven't seen him while walking around all these areas. Maybe below the statue? Inside the cupboard contains stacks of lodge brochures. You already have a brochure? Okay, that's how the map system works. This is the mudroom. Hose. Damn. I am not sure where we'd find a pick. Gazebo. Get pick. Okay, one bit. Ask about ice pick. Wow, Miss Barespa, that's some field kit you got here. May I borrow a pick from you? Certainly not. Alright, that wasn't what I was asking. I was asking about an ice pick and not his picks. But okay. Alright, fair enough. I'm sorry, Nancy, I don't know anything about that. Alright, so she doesn't know about the ice pick. So maybe the whole point of the duck call was to get her to move over to the soft mud on the riverbed, and then you could indirectly find out about her shoes. Can we also just ask her shoe size? Ask Kimi about shoes. These shoes I'm wearing are size 6.5, though for boots I usually go half a size up. Thanks, Kimi. That information might be very helpful. Alright, so I guess there's multiple ways to ascertain the status of her feet, I guess. Sure. Is there a pick here? Not here. Alright. So I continue to not see a ice pick or anything. Maybe it's behind the door. There. No. Okay, what if we open this barrel? Can't pry it open with your bare hands, and there's no real need for me to open it. Alright. Can pot. The large pot is empty. Get pot. Jack wouldn't like that. Well, too bad. We can close his salt bag at least, though. There's an axe here. I don't know why the ice pick would be here. So I wonder if I could fill the glass with water from this. You filled the drinking glass with water. Okay. We have a Drinking glass with water in it. So we currently can't use that to eavesdrop. And I'm not sure what purpose the water in that would serve. But we got that now, I guess. What is... The table and stool are somewhat mismatched in height, leading you to conclude that they were probably not a set. You don't see any more boxes of flypaper in the shed. Birdhouse is mounted to a tree. Look in birdhouse. Can't see inside the birdhouse. Oh, okay. What about there? Open birdhouse. Get birdhouse. Potentially disturb a bird. Never. Alright, sure. Bird bath. White marble bird bath is mounted on a pedestal. Drink. Bird bath. Water. Sorry, you can't do... Okay. She'll put the duck call that's been inside of a rotting log filled with bugs in her mouth, but she won't drink the bird water. Disappointing. Very disappointing. So this is a bird house. What the hell is this? This is like a bird gazebo. Garden shed, bird amenities, bird bath, oh, a bird feeder. Okay, right. Wooden bird feeder sits atop a long pole, probably to keep the squirrels out. Examine feeder. Get bird food. Birds will enjoy it more than you would, Nancy. So we can't put the peanut M&Ms in the bird feeder. That's probably illegal. Damn. So I can't go any further north here. That cellar is locked. What's north here? Is this the... Okay, that's that. That's where the car is. That's a gazebo. What? Huge gazebo, bandstand. Alright. I'm not sure what the purpose of this screen is. You gingerly step around the soft patch of earth in front of the bench before taking a seat, not wanting to soil your shoes. Youch! I think I just got a splinter. You stood up. That is not a comfortable place to sit. Alright, so there is earth. There's soft ground in front of the bench here. So dig ground. Not a suitable place to obtain a river sample. Try a safe, muddy riverbank. Okay. Apparently that's a thing we need to do, is dig up, sample some mud. Dig mud. This part of the riverbank looks slippery and dangerous. I should look elsewhere. Alright. Dig mud. You dig a lump of dirt out of the riverbank. You're surprised to find how deep you have to dig before you find minerals of any kind. You take advantage of the handy-dandy river and wash the dirt away from your sample. Wonderful! Looks like I've obtained a good sample from the riverbank. I still need to collect 2 more samples from outside the lodge. To chip samples out of larger rocks, I'll need something similar to a geologist's pick. Something strong, metallic, and pointy, like an ice pick. Alright. Talk to me about birds, Kimi. Oh, hi, Nancy. I didn't see you there. Ask about birds. Stunning, aren't they? I feel so fortunate to be seeing this. Yep, those are birds, all right. Damn. I do not know where this ice pick would be. Like, Jack probably... Ask about ice. Icebox has a bit of a leak in the door. It lets a bit of heat in and melting ice out. During the day, the melt makes a little puddle, but pay that no mind. I'll mop it up when I got time. Okay. It's about mop. I don't know anything about that. Alright. Okay. Ask about ice pick. Maybe he remembers now. Can't remember where I left it. A shame because I can't chip off bits of ice for drinks. Ask about drinks. I serve Mr. Richards a hot toddy every night before he turns in for the night. Sometimes he has a bit of whiskey too, but he doesn't think I know that. Sure, I think he might drink a bit too much, but he's an adult and that's his business. Okay. Alright, so pretty much the only thing standing between us and progress here is this ice pick. And I'm kind of running out of ideas at the moment where to look for that. Plus, my back is hurting me pretty bad right now, so I think this is what we'll call this. Looking for ice pick. Bill. All right, we'll call that progress here for this. So, did we get any achievements? I got the Watery Grave achievement. Fast-moving bodies of water are very dangerous. Death 3 out of 7 for this one, which 36% of players got, apparently. Okay, there we go. There is the continuing adventures of the Crimson Diamond. I like that we've actually gotten to the portion of the game where there's puzzle solving and it's not just a big setup. Though, to be fair, the Lorbo games did that too. Of like, chapter 1 is a super long thing setting up all the characters that you interact with in the setting that you're in, and then it eventually becomes a game. And unfortunately, we're now at the point in an adventure game where, at least for me, I've run out of obvious things to do, and we might be getting to the point where I need to start like randomly using objects and inventory stuff in spots just to see what works. And I don't know, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the only thing needed for progress here is an ice pick, but where that is, I don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Take care.